Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 76 of A Year in My Life. And today, let's go work out. Darby actually texted me this morning, said he's feeling kind of out of it today. It's taking every bit of motivation he's got just to convince himself to go to the gym. So I'm gonna go over there and wake his ass up and get him there. He is, what is he, like 55? No, he's more. He's like 58 days in today of 75 hard. He's not failing. He's got less than 20 days left. So here we go. Pre-workout, and I'm on my way, Darby. Y'all look so cute.
Oh, yeah,
It's like calling me, telling me you're trying to quit. Huh? It's like calling me, telling you you're trying to quit this morning.
I'm trying to quit.
You're just moving slow. A slow motion 75.
What?
Exhausted. But today is day 60, so that's a milestone.
I couldn't figure it out. I thought it was 58.
60.
I was saying my thing this morning.
Yeah.
60, 15 more days.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Hey, man.
Prepared.
It's like so short you can just start it over again right after.
I don't think I could handle him doing 75 hard again immediately. So I'm gonna go hang out and eat real food.
Right? All right, well, let's get a good workout in.
Let's do it.
All right, so today is abs and arms, right? Bis and tris and abs. We're actually gonna blast abs. When I haven't done a workout in a while on a specific muscle group, I like to just pick one workout and do like 10 or 15 sets. So here we're gonna do 10 sets of 25 reps of just straight ab crunches. So here we go. Did all the abs. It's toasting here. We're warmed up now on the arms. Double grip, preacher curls with the assisted machine. We'll do 6 sets going up in weight. Each set, 10 to 12 reps. All right, so 6 sets of that's done. Now we're gonna flop over to triceps. Same thing, 6 sets. Assisted tricep extensions, 10 to 12 reps, change the weight every time. Workout number 1 complete. Well, for him. I might do cardio later, who knows. But breakfast is gonna be clean juice again. Come on, Liz. Liz, do you want any of these? Why are you shaking your head like that? You don't want to be helped. All right. Anything else?
Which one are you taking first?
The shitty one.
The shitty one?
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
The one that stings.
Is that the turmeric one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have them all at once and not pack.
Really? Actually, I'm gonna do this one last because I kind of like it.
They're like sting, disgusting.
This smells kind of good. This one smells good. Ugh. That one's good. That one's good. This is my least favorite. The wheatgrass.
Green one, yeah. Has that? They both have that.
It tastes like earth. Like if you could eat a bite of earth.
Tastes like earth.
That was stupid. You kind
It
of
is.
can't get rid of these and stuff.
I mean, it is grass. You're riding the struggle bus over here trying to finish these.
That one's gross. Alright, a little bit better. Anthony was just faster because he opened them all prior.
Smarter, not harder. Wait, which one's which?
Oh, I don't know. I just doubled up what you got.
No maple syrup.
I just
Oh, you got the
said-
same
I
thing?
just
Oh,
said
okay.
something.
How is it today? Drinks these every morning.
Every day.
It's good. All right, so just got back home and I've got a lot of work to do. It's Sunday. The Cowboys play today in the playoff game, and I haven't really decided if I want to go to the game or not. Honestly, I'm already not like a huge football fan. I like important games, and I like when when friends get together to go to a game. And there's something behind it, or like some special meaning. Sure, it's more fun to watch it then, but I also have very aggressive goals that I'm trying to accomplish. I'm 3 months away from moving, so more than likely I'll end up just spending the day working. Jimmy's had my Lambo for a week, so I haven't got to play with that, and it's too cold to take my motorcycles out. But he's going to be hanging with his mom, and he just texted me a minute ago to come pick it up if I want it today. So I'm going to hang here and kind of map out my day. I've got some coaching calls later on, and I'm going to work on a couple things here and just kind of play the day by ear, see what I get done, see how deep into work mode I get. And maybe I'll sit here the whole day and work. Maybe I'll work for a little while, do some coaching calls, and then go have some fun. I don't know yet. We'll see. Just so you guys can see. Make sure we know that that goes through. Boom. Day 9. All right, so got a little bit of work done, and I'm going to run, grab a quick bite to eat real fast, hop over, grab my Lambo from Jimmy's, and then get back, and I have a coaching call with half of my group of coaching clients. I'm gonna pick you up, leave you there, come back and get you later. What's up, guys? Danny, how are you?
Good, all right, dude.
Good, man. You guys doing all right?
You good? Yep. Yeah. Excited for the Cowboys and the 49ers game.
Yeah, that's, traffic here. Traffic here is already a nightmare, like everywhere. So, because I live in Uptown, so surrounding where I live, it's a bunch of restaurants, bars, stuff like that. So everywhere you go, there's no parking anywhere. People are walking everywhere. It's like nice weather. It's like chilly, but it's sunny. So
Yeah. Okay, man. Let's go tonight.
what's up, guys? How are y'all?
Easy. Glad to hear about your watches, man. FedEx.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
Z had quite an interesting first big experience, huh?
Yeah.
Man, like I was texting you, is the first time I ever had that happen to me. I had a rose gold Daytona back when they were selling for the high 20s 3 years ago, and I had a rose gold black dial Daytona that I sold to a guy internationally, and that was going to be, I think I had maybe 15 grand in starting capital aside from that watch, and that was going to be my like really big starting capital. So I sold this watch to an international dealer. It went missing, and it was his label too. This is the thing I didn't know. It was his label, and it goes missing for like 3 days. And because of the time difference, where he was at, it was always nighttime when it was daytime for me. So it's gone missing, and then because of the time change or the time schedules, I can't ever get a hold of him. So 2 days goes by, and it's just kind of like
the WhatsApp group from time vision, and so I'm start observing those two, but those kind of like a different market, because majority is like a big hitter like AP and RM, those kind of things. So slowly getting to those games as well. But I would say like just be patient and then keep looking for a deal, because we all right now at the beginning, I think we're all struggling how to find inventory. So, I need to buy a watch real quick and then sell for like 10 grand, buy a watch, sell for 10 grand. It's really hard in this market because everybody knows about the prices. Mm-hmm. You just have to be patient, and that's what I do. Like I just be patient and find a deal and find a watches that I can flip it for like 500. I even make a deal for losing 2 grand for like 2 days ago.
You sold a watch for less than 2 grand?
Yes, I one of my clients grabbed a brand new Sky Roller Oyster Flex yellow gold.
Okay.
In 80, and then they asked me, "Say, you want to take this and sell it?" I said, "Oh, why not?" I take it and sell it, and I noticed that price is under retail for sure.
Yeah.
Because the watch was including tax is almost like 45 grand. I sold it for like 43 and lost 2 grand, but I make it on the other watches. So it's kind of like even up.
Right.
But I gained a client from trust me to sell his watches, and also gained a relationship from a dealer. So that's what I just did that deal like 2 days ago. Yeah. But I think I feel worth it. At least I got the piece moving, because if the piece is like Sky Roller, it's not a hot market right now, and it's hard to move. Instead of like 40 grand cash sitting here and doing nothing, I'd rather just keep moving and find a better opportunity to make the money come back. So,
Z, without having established a social media presence, how are you finding clients? Obviously getting inventory, if you have a certain amount of money to start with, you can, find those and look for those. But, I think the most important part of what Anthony is trying to help us is to establish a social media presence, right? So you can have repeating customers. How are you starting out and grabbing customers? Is it just more like word of mouth or friends, family, and things like that?
Yeah, so I have a lot of friends that into the watch game, and before I decided to join this mentor program, I've been have pretty knowledge for all the most of the watches. A lot of friends, they keep asking for, hey, where do you get that? Where do you get that? How can I get that? And of course, the community I'm in is, I'm Chinese, so a lot of the Chinese community, they have a hard time to communicate to AD or even find watches because we live in the United States and we generally speak English. A lot of my client or maybe my relative or my friend, they have a hard time. They don't want to spend time to deal with AD. They don't want to spend time to like look for those watches, and they just want to buy it instantly. So that's how I think that's kind of a winning point for me right now, because I have a whole bunch of the people that they're willing to pay the price, and they know the market price anyway. So eventually, I mean, we know that even you spend $40,000 buy a Daytona Panda right now, I don't think you're gonna lose any money. We just begging on the watch will be going up. So I think I purchased a Panda on the first week of January. I paid $38,000.
Great, yeah.
Now black dials.
I'm sure you guys all know how much the Pandas right now.
Black dials are over 40
like,
now.
Like 42 and 40.
40, yeah.
Yeah.
I think when Anthony and I were talking about a month ago, he was like, yeah, I can pick up Pandas for Daytonas for 38.
So,
They're like,
Right.
real quick, guys, two things that I've already heard. I love listening to y'all talk because it makes me think of things I want to tell y'all. The first thing I thought of was when it comes to sourcing inventory, think of yourselves right now like a brand new realtor. Like you're not in it. If you don't have a big network of people already around you looking to buy watches, you're going to be similar to a brand new realtor. Whereas you're not going to all of a sudden just have all these listings available in your portfolio to sell. What do you do as a brand new realtor? You're out there trying to find first-time home buyers looking to buy their first house. In a sense, this is kind of the same thing. And the way to think about it is for inventory purposes, it's hard to gauge prices right now because the market's continually changing and it's going up and down, all this. So trying to figure out what price you should buy a specific piece at to hold for inventory, it's tough without knowing the market. So rather than looking for inventory to specifically hold, try to reach out, or like try to establish someone looking for a watch. Like if you can find a client that specifically wants this kind of watch, then you can go after that. Rather, given the way the market is right now and how new you guys are, you're going to have better luck finding a client that's looking for a specific piece than trying to decide which pieces to hold. Because let's go say you do go buy 5 really great pieces and you get them at good prices. You still have to place those in a client's hands. You may not have, you may get 3 gold pieces that are amazing opportunity, amazing deals, and then realize you're in an area that nobody wants gold watches, or vice versa. The second thing I know that I picked up with Danny, you asked Z, how is he getting clients without having an established social media presence? Now, I built my business based off of social media, and I use that to kind of back my name up, but not be my only source of. In the beginning, it was not my only source because social media, anybody can say they're anyone. You use that down the road to kind of back up who you say you are. But in the beginning, reach out to friends and family. Reach out to your personal network. That's the starting thing, is you want to talk to anyone you know that actually wears watches or that may know someone that runs in circles of people that wear watches. And that's where posting on your personal social media to let them know that you're now in the watch business, that's where that starts to help. Second thing is, like I've told all you guys, wearing nice watches, being out in public, talking to people wearing nice watches, getting into forums and Facebook communities, groups, Moda, stuff like that. That all helps, but it just honestly just being out there in person, wearing a nice watch and walking up to someone wearing a nice watch and starting a conversation, that right there is the best. I mean, in the beginning, that's the best referral you can get. But you definitely want to utilize people in your personal network. So
what has Z found to be the easiest group to sell it? Moda, the WhatsApp, or maybe on the forums? What has he seen? Since he's been selling, what does he see as the easiest?
I think Z's been selling more. I don't think you've sold in groups yet, though, have you? You've been buying in groups, but you've been selling to personal clients, right?
I sold couples in Moda.
Okay.
I sold couples outside of Moda. I think I sold a couple pieces overseas too. like
Okay.
Hong Kong, Singapore. So
Okay.
depending on who pay the highest prices, of course, right now we are like a brand new dealer, so I ship off my watch first and then get my money later. When I buy, I pay the money first and get a watch later.
Yeah.
Just trying to gain more relationship until that probably after a couple months and I've been have pretty good reference and I can get the money first before ship my watch. So that's what I'm trying to work on, like gain more referral, gain more relationship that people know me. Like even though sometimes I'm losing money or not even making money, I think it's worth it though, because in the long term that we need to have a better referral, like so people will trust you more and they will come and ask you for pieces. So
And that's where the dealer networks come into play. Like you guys are in Moda and you guys are in My Gentleman Timepieces group. I'm thinking about creating another WhatsApp group that's going to be like right now. Like I have a problem getting my own sales guys into groups because, as you guys know, these groups are limited to 250 people per group, and the owners and moderators of each of these groups, they don't want more than one representative per company in that group. Me, I've got 7 salespeople. I want them all in every group putting out calls for themselves, but you just can't get it. So I'm thinking about creating another group to add more dealers to that I'll get you guys in as well. One thing to think of is as you're watching these prices in the Gentleman Timepieces group and in Moda, compare them back and forth and back and forth. Here's the thing. A lot of the same people that are in the WhatsApp groups are also in Moda. So you get some overlap. Now, not everyone. Moda's got a lot more retail buyers, brand new dealers, stuff like that. That's why you can, if you know the prices on stuff, you can actually get into the WhatsApp groups, buy a piece, and then flip it over in Moda. Maybe you break even, maybe you make a few $100s, maybe you lose a few $100s. But like Z said, taking a couple $100 loss to make a connection and make a network and get a sold listing on Moda, it's worth it, because then you get references and people start to recognize your name, especially when you get in there and you're active and you're commenting. And that's something else you guys can start doing, is getting there and start commenting. Whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, make sure your name is the same across the board on everything. That way, every time you're commenting on these places, as people see it more and more, they start to recognize the same thing. The worst thing you could do is be commenting under a different name on multiple platforms. Let's go with Ethan. You've probably been the second most active that I've seen, because you've actually been studying this stuff so guys, this is our 16-year-old prodigy that he's been studying this stuff for like 8 months, 9 months now. So where are you at?
Yeah.
What questions do you have?
Well, mainly just in the social media, trying to grow that pretty rapidly as fast as possible, posting as much as possible, in easy 3-post intervals.
Your picture you posted.
One in the morning.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
What?
Go ahead.
One in the morning, one at noon, and one with people get off at work usually. Trying to maximize Instagram mainly, and then working on the website.
Okay. Instagram. The post you did this
for
morning.
your website.
I use Squarespace. You can build it yourself. I built mine myself. So,
Is there monthly charges on that and stuff, or?
I got a premium plan on that, and yes, there are monthly charges on the premium, but on the basic one, no.
No, okay. Yeah, because we were looking at where to go with just to a basic website, like a landing page.
Yeah, you can make it as complicated as possible, or you can hire someone to build it there, but eventually I'll probably move to the WordPress or something like that. Yeah.
And it depends on how tech savvy you are. I'm decently tech savvy. If I don't know something, I take the time to go learn it. But I'll tell you my experience with websites. My first website, I paid somebody $5,000 to build me what I thought was a coded website. And it was a simple drag and drop WordPress that he made in like literally 10 minutes. But this guy was extremely tech savvy. Then after that, the problem with that was he didn't teach me how to use it and upload it. And WordPress, if you don't understand it, it's complicated. Like it's not easy to navigate if you don't know how it works. After being frustrated with that, I went to Squarespace and I spent about 24 hours and I made five different pages on a Squarespace, and I uploaded my inventory, and that is literally as simple as drag and drop. And I think I paid Up front, I think I paid $300 for a year worth of service. So I paid for it all at once. And it's as simple as drag and drop. And it was very easy to navigate, very easy to understand. And that was it. And it worked. And then I've also gone as far as for other businesses I've done. I've got on Fiverr, and for $500, you can put the offer out there to what you want to spend. But I offered $500 for someone to build me a 3-page website on whichever platform you want, and make it as simple as you tell them what all you want, and they'll make it within a couple of days, and then it's there and it's ready. So those are a couple options. And then now my most recent one, we spent a lot of money having someone go through and build out a Shopify account and do monthly, like ongoing maintenance every month to operate it. So
Yeah, we just want something like right now. Obviously, we don't have inventory, so we wanted something that was just more of a landing page.
you're probably
And we hired somebody, and to do it for us, it was about $600. He's still doing it, and he's telling us, well, so then after that, it's $145 a month. So like, wait a second, we're hearing, that's a lot of money for an online business card, basically, that we're not selling anything on.
what platform is he building it on?
Yeah, I don't even know what platform he's building on. So then I mentioned to him, how about something just on WordPress or something like that? And he kind of got annoyed with that,
Where'd you find him?
So it was a friend of a friend, so I guess we're not going to be using him anyway.
Yeah, so another lesson is same thing. The first guy that fucked me over was a friend of a friend. The second guy that fucked me over was a neighbor that did it for me. And the problem with using people and technology, two things, technology and marketing, is if you're not an expert in the field, they can throw out terms, processes, systems, all this extra shit that you have no idea. They can throw analytics. I've learned in marketing that you can throw analytics at someone, and just because the engagement's going up, it just, all it means is they're charging you more for the exact same thing. Get on Fiverr and just pay someone, tell them exactly what you want. You don't want them to do monthly ongoing maintenance. You just want a landing page that showcases who you are, what kind of inventory you sell, and they can load it up with stock photos. You can put generic information, and a great website to copy would be Luxury of Watches. I use Luxury of Watches all the time to get stock photos of inventory. They have that website is operated by one person, I'm sure, in an apartment. They went through and they made this professional looking website. They took stock photos for every watch brand and model out there. They put the specs, the pricing. Here's one thing they have to do is they have to stay up to date on what market pricing is like. But if you look at their website right now, their list price is higher than market. So if someone goes through and buys a watch, it sends them an order and they pay for it higher than market value, and that tells them where they need to go to buy it. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing that, but what I would do for inventory is use stock photos or get pictures of photos. Like for you, Chris, you and Anthony are in New York. You could spend a week or two going through and taking pictures, like really nice pictures, even if it's only a few a day. Make a list of all the watches you want to potentially sell. I'd say Rolex sport models. Get really good pictures of you just holding them in your hand with a glove on. You could start there. Or you can start with using generic stock photos, which a lot of people do. The main thing for beginning websites is you want your About You section and your homepage to really showcase who you are, tell your story, talk about you being a former police officer and always having a passion for horology, and then getting into the business, and this is how you're starting. The story, honestly, behind it goes so much further than the actual inventory pages. And this is just to back you up as a reference online. But I personally would not use friends or family for anything related to website, technology, or marketing. They will always fuck you over. Ethan, go ahead. What's your frustration or struggle right now? What's the next thing you're wanting to learn?
I wouldn't say clients.
Oh, while you're thinking, I just thought of something else. So guys, on Instagram, one thing I did in the very beginning is you've got to get your followers up, right? So to get followers, one thing that I did was I went and found all of my competition. I figured out every watch dealer, every jeweler, every sports car dealer, anything that someone that would buy, make a list of the things that guys buy in expensive watches also like, and think of who they would be following on Instagram and narrow it down to stuff in your local area. And just take one of my pages, for example. If I go on my personal page and I post a photo of a watch, you don't want to go follow my followers. You want to go to that picture of the watch and you want to see who's actually liking that photo. Follow the people that are actually liking my photos, because they're not only followers, but they're people that are following me and engaging in my profile. Ethan, you're in Houston. Instagram is hard because a lot of the guys a lot of gray market dealers don't have as much social media. So what you have to do is you have to follow stuff that's similar to it in that area. Now you can go on my profile and you can follow all the people that are liking my stuff. Every one of you guys can. But find stuff in Houston like high-end restaurants, high-end car dealerships, high-end whiskey and cigar stores. Anyone that's going on there and liking and engaging on their posts, and then especially watch pages. And you could, if you know local watch dealers or pages that are in your area, definitely follow those. But you can even go as generic as going to like Wrist Aficionado or Avi & Co. or myself or any other big names out there, and just start following the people that are liking photos related to what you buy and sell, because they're engaging on it. If they see your profile and you're posting stuff about watches, they may start liking your photos. When they start liking your photos and engaging, one, they may be a customer, they may become a customer, but two, if they like your profile, then the Instagram,
your friends and
the Instagram algorithm sees that they like it, and then it will show your post to other people that follow them that may like it as well.
Yeah. One of the problems I am coming on is finding time to do some quality YouTube content. That's a bit difficult daily.
Let me think. It is tough doing it, and you know, the only way that I can explain that is when I was starting out in this, you know, I understand you're still a student. When I started out, I went head on in and I was like, look, I'm going to do whatever it takes. If that means getting up early, staying up late to learn about watches, or even just saying I'm going to time block 1 hour a day or 30 minutes a day. I'm going to pick 3 photos and I'm going to write a quick little description. Now, what you may need to do is, rather than doing it every single day, maybe on a day like Sunday, once I learned how to do it, I used an app called Later, Later. You can schedule out Instagram posts. So what I would do is on Sunday, I would take 3 or 4 hours and I would pick 5 photos a day, 3 photos a day, whatever it was, and I would place them on the calendar of what time I wanted them to post, and I would go through, write all my captions, and then just set them up, and it auto posts for you. Or you can set it to send your phone a notification when it's ready to post. You hit yes, it pulls it up. You can make any more changes you want, add some hashtags, tag some people, and there you go, and it posted. And they're already all scheduled out. So that's one thing you should consider, is pre-scheduling all the posts.
Yeah, that sounds pretty ingenious.
And then other things are, aside from following people that are liking and engaging on watch content, go on there and comment on those profiles. Go on to Avi & Co. Go on to Wrist Aficionado. Go on to my page. Go on to the big watch accounts that have a lot of engagement and comment on them. That's how you're going to get. Right now, you guys, you know that all of y'all have seen my YouTube channel, right? I have this like cult following of people that love me, and even a bigger cult following of people that hate me. Those people that hate me, those are actually going to become your best adversaries, because they are going to figure out what your names are. They're going to see you commenting on every one of my posts. Then they're going to go find your stuff and they're going to start talking about your channels or something.
Yeah.
Any exposure is good exposure.
Yeah, and then at least one of the guys they talk to is going to be like, oh, who's this guy? And then they'll check him out and then they might
Exactly.
get a client. Yeah.
Exactly. Who else has got something? Jai, you've been, I'll let Dylan go last because you've been doing this for 2 years with me. Jai, where are you at? Let's talk to people.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got 2 watches. So I got my first retail client, and then I'm not sure what I'm doing with this one yet. I'm trying to retail it, but I might wholesale it. So my first retail client is just a family member, so super easy to get. But yeah, I've just been working on the Instagram, going through the Rolex forums, so I can just really learn everything. I don't have the biggest budget, so I think I'm gonna stick with just 15,000 and under and just master those watches and just try to turn those left and right, like Datejust and maybe some older subs and Explorers. I mean, so for my Instagram, I've been doing that. I go on Anthony's post and Marco's post and like Dylan's post, and I will go through and follow everyone who comments on anything, and it's like an 80% churn back. Like they all come back. A lot of them DM me. Now I have people every time they post something, they tag me in it, so that's pretty cool. So building up those friendships online, and then I've had a lot of people show interest on watches, but so far nothing bites, and I get a lot of scammers. But so pretty much just trying to learn pricing and nail that down, so I know if I can wholesale something or if it has to be retail because the margins aren't there. So that's pretty much what I'm doing.
One thing I was also just now thinking of, Danny, do you take all of your own photos or have you used some photos from other profiles?
Every single one is I've taken it with my iPhone.
Really?
Yeah, so I use iPhone, and then I paid for the annual subscription for the Lightroom, so for the phone mobile device.
Okay.
That makes it so that it's got like presets that you can adjust, so you can get colors automatically adjusted and things like that. But I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max that has an amazing macro shot.
Yeah.
That's something that they added in the 13, and so you can get in really close and get those dial shots and everything. But yeah, if you take a look at my first, same thing as like Anthony, I'm sure your very first YouTube videos were cringeworthy. And if you take a look at my first few photos, they were just pretty standard, phone on a wrist, watch on a wrist with a tree in the background or something like that. And then I've done over 100 pictures. And one of the things I wanted to do for up to my first 1,000 followers, I wanted to post one picture a day, and I just started doing that. And you can kind of see what other people are, what the engagement rates are. And so people love everyday, device or pictures with knives and a watch and a pen and something like that. People have really good engagements on those. And so you can kind of see, my later pictures are much better than the very first few. But that was one way. And one thing, maybe that's a question for you, Anthony, is how do I, if I slowly start transitioning into my business Instagram, how do I make it so that like one of the accounts doesn't get like banned, because they're posting similar quality? Like, do I stop posting on my personal and then just start posting on my business, Instagram account? Or
I'm looking at your page, Danny. What I would do, honestly, I would have a personal page set up and then a business page. The personal page is where I would focus on posting the majority of your stuff. Make it a collection of your personal life, your day-to-day stuff, and then throw a bunch of watch stuff in there where it's obvious you're passionate about watches, but then also have a business page. If you look at mine, I have Anthony W. Fair. It's posts of like my normal stuff. It's a lot of watch stuff, but it shows me as a person. Then I also have tags to Timepiece Gentleman and Gentleman Timepieces, which is just a store, straight to business, nothing else. Your question is, how do you keep from getting you cannot keep from getting deleted. And you having 2 accounts that post similar accounts, that's not ever going to get you deleted. What gets you deleted is spammers that once you get big, people are going to try to get your account banned. They're going to flag your account. They're going to post anything and everything that they can, which is why starting a CRM early on and tracking people that you actually engage with and do business with, it's important to keep all that information in the beginning so that if and when your account does get banned, you can send out a mass email and get in touch with them to let them know. All right, 2-hour coaching call is done. I thought about taking a nap, but I still have some work to get done. And one of my friends is coming over tonight and we're gonna go to dinner. So I'm gonna run and go grab a nice coffee and come back and get more work done. Perfect.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
I'm so freaked out. I don't want to touch it. You know when people go,
Oh,
here's your drink, and they put their whole hand, and you're like,
I get it.
thanks, dude.
Doesn't bother me.
Like,
Have a
try
good
not
one.
to- okay. Thanks.
Take care. All right, guys, so long day, good day, busy, got a lot of work done. Met with my coaching calls, got a workout in, had a little bit of downtime, and now I'm gonna disconnect. I'm leaving my phone home. I'm not recording the rest of the night. My friend's here. We're gonna go catch up, have dinner, Nick and Sam's as usual, but I'm leaving my phone here, disconnecting and taking the rest of the evening off. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, share it across social media. Help us keep growing the channel. It's fun. I'm loving it. I hope you guys are loving it as much as I am. And yeah, I'm hungry, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.